It's your boy E Tally. I'm back again on this holiday day. I don't know if we call this Columbus Day or Indigenous Day, whatever day it is. Either one, whichever one you want to go by. I'm just gonna say happy holidays to you. And I am with some special people as always. My partner in crime.
This is Mike Daniel Jr., representing Alamo City All-Star Sportsplex and proud supporter of Super Sports Media.
Matai Edgecombe, freshman at Lawerence University, came from Cibolo, Texas.
That's it. It was a steel night. It's one of our nights. We got in the building, baby.
Yeah.
We watching them. We keeping eyes on this one right here. We keeping eyes on this one. We got him. We got him in the building. Hey, man, thank you for coming on the platform, bro.
Always, coach.
Well, you were one of my co-hosts, man. I need you, man, right now. But you had to go take care of bigger and better things, and I appreciate what you're doing right now. I appreciate you. So give me some back talk about college real quick before we start going to answering these questions. How you enjoying it?
I'm liking it. It's everything people said it was gonna be. Work, you got more time to yourself, so you just got to balance it out, stuff like that. Then the sports aspect, doing stuff every day, not like really high school. Like we was doing athletics and stuff every day, but it really wasn't as hardcore as it be. Like when we go in the weight room, we lift hardcore. Then you get on the court, it's 2 hours, 3 hours a day. It just better, I guess. More work.
Okay, so you don't have a lot of downtime to yourself, do you?
No, I wouldn't say that. I don't got that much downtime.
Because you always got something. You got to stay on top of stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, let's jump in these questions. Then we'll kind of small talk on the side here and there. Okay. But all right. Here's my first question. All right. How has the transition been from high school to college basketball? And then what's the biggest difference that you see?
The biggest transition I would say is the game is more fast paced, especially with our team now. Our coach, he wants us to be more fast paced team. So these few, things we've been doing as the season been starting, our practice has been faster. It's not a 30-second shot clock. We can play with 14 seconds. Gotta get the ball off, get great shots within 14 seconds. So when you do get 30 seconds, it'll be easy. And then the biggest difference I would say will be the strength part. Everybody's stronger. You playing some grown men essentially. Few of our players have been here for a while, so it's when practice, they give you a little bump, you gonna feel it. So the rehab part too, you got to make sure you're getting that treatment because stuff like that is gonna happen. You're gonna have aches throughout the day, throughout the weeks.
Man, I love that answer. That's spoken like a true, just got to college campus athlete right there, Italy. Love that.
So on you, Mike.
What's the team culture like, and how have you been welcomed or harassed by the upperclassmen? What's that love been like? That love hate been like?
Our team real welcoming. Soon I got here, even on my visits, they was always checking in on me. Even when I went back to Texas, and always making sure I'm good. When I got up here, it was always making sure. Asked me, do I want to go to the gym with them? So I feel like we all be working to get to the same goal. So they brought me in as a good, they feel like a brother with them. Basically, they ain't just my teammates. I didn't got that brotherhood real quick with them. I ain't gonna lie. And then, you said harassed? No, I haven't got harassed. They ain't did no freshman stuff yet. They ain't did no, I don't know what yeah. We haven't did none of that yet. So.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you something. If they have already welcomed you and was checking on you when you came back home after your visits, y'all are going to have a successful season because that means their vision is on winning. And they got to make sure that everybody's together and there's no separation. So you make sure that when they're welcoming you, they're inviting you, you keep saying yes, you keep showing up because they're grooming you because eventually you're going to be the upperclassman. And so they're showing you the love that you got to continue to show that's going to make that university great. So good job and kudos to that.
Mm-hmm. And then I would say one thing about that again, we had visited a place called Bjork. It's an hour 30 away from here. It's a team getaway. It's like a whole mansion, but like it was our team, and like Lawrence bought that house, so it was like a little beachside resort, and we just for a whole weekend we just it's us and the team. So I feel that helped too.
Man, that's dope. That is right there. You need that. You are that guy that gravitates to that kind of stuff. And now I see why you picked that university to be the school of choice. So that's good choice. Good choice, man. All right. So how are you adjusting to the increased intensity and pace of the college game? As far as I've seen you play a few preseason games or scrimmages or whatever you guys call them. I saw you out there doing that. So how have you adjusted to all that?
I'm really loving it because, like, as you know, defense was always my passion. So, like, when he say we can, get up after we score, I love hearing that. So, like, just making the other team feel rushed and then getting off great shots, early great shots. I feel like it's what I've been doing. It's just now we at a different spot with it. That's all it is to me.
Look like you got some size on you now. I'm looking at them shoulders, like you kind of broaden out, huh? You
Yeah,
in that weight room?
yeah. I didn't gain like 8, 9 pounds out here. I'm not.
That's hey, you need it. You need it. But again, like I always tell people down here, man, one thing about they didn't know. See, but you being a transplant as far as coming from Chicago, coming to here, they don't really. No one really knew your pedigree. You got a family full of athletes, man. You got a good
Oh yeah,
pedigree.
for
So
sure.
that's why when I saw you in the gym that one time, I was like, oh, I gotta get my hands on this one right here. This right here, he gonna do his thing. He gonna do his thing.
Sir.
Go ahead, Mike.
So you spoke earlier about the time of your day, and how it's different from high school. High school, you got all the periods, right on top of each other. College is a little different. What's your daily routine look like, and what do you do to make sure that you're balancing everything? Practice, workouts, class, personal life. What's your routine? Take us through your routine.
Okay, so beginning this has been preseason, so we started our first official practice tomorrow. But like before this, we can only practice 2 days during the week, which was Tuesday and Thursday. So then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and Saturday we would lift. So and have open gym because the coaches can't like coach us, and so I'll say we wake up, I eat breakfast, go to the cafeteria, free food is great food. Go to classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have 2 classes. I go to today I had to go to economics, and then I had first year studies class. Every freshman has to take here at Lawrence, and then I got a little bit of chill time right now, which I was probably gonna study. Now I'm on a podcast with Coach and you, and then I'm gonna go to the gym a little bit after this. I got to do some work with football at 5 o'clock. Uh, Come back, eat lunch. Eat dinner, study some more, wake up and do the same thing, really. But these next few weeks is gonna be even harder because like we got practice every day, Sunday, Saturday too. So it's like, I guess it's real college life coming.
We used to call that Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, because every day was the same thing. Same
Oh,
thing. So I'm gonna give you a little tidbit to how to break the cycle on that. Every
mm,
now and then, do eat a different food or find your way to find some meditation just to kind of break up that monotony because it is like after being up there where you coming from sunny Texas to be up there
yeah,
where you lose some sun, it's going to be a little bit different for you. So make sure you kind of break that cycle up a little bit, okay? So it's not Groundhog Day, whereas though it's not the same thing every day. You can, so look forward to those cycle breaks when you can, get a different meal or instead of when you got those longer breaks in the period or something, find a way to
mm,
kind of, change your routine is what I'm trying to tell you.
yeah,
Okay. Keep
yep,
your routine, but change it up a little bit.
yeah.
All right.
Get around, yes, sir.
All right. So it's my
My bad,
turn.
I cut out.
Go ahead. No, I was just telling
I
them how to
wanted
break
to.
up that Groundhog Day. Groundhog's Day, excuse me. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. And something else I was going to tell you: get ahead of your schedule. Right? You
Mm,
know, you're going to have a healthy college schedule, and before you know it, it's going to be on top of you. So make sure that you're looking at that college syllabus. You know when those tests are, when those projects are due, and you're staying on top of that and getting ahead where you don't use basketball as an excuse. You never want to, oh, I was on the road, or oh, you never want to go to a teacher with that. You want to go to a teacher with finding ways to get ahead and stay ahead of the game. Be that student athlete. You know what I'm saying? That's on top of it, where the teacher will be like, hey, look, you take care of, make them give you those, but you be on top of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Who's on the team? Who is on the team that you've been with this whole time leading up to now that kind of took you under the wing as upperclassmen and says, hey, you've been we've been here already. They kind of just letting you be part of the, the crew. Who's been taking care of you?
I feel like the whole sophomore group as a whole.
Okay.
Because they had I guess 6 freshmen come in last year. So I feel like that whole group, knowing what they wanted last year and they couldn't achieve, I feel like winning that for us, they was just on top of us. So since we got here, literally all of them, making sure we good all the time. I have my own car, but making sure we got rides, all of that, making sure we eat with them. At the lunch table, coach, I promise, it's a circle table, maybe fit 8 seats. We make 12 seats work. It's stuff like that is what I like, because it's the brotherhood. I got a lot of siblings, so stuff like that. Just it fills me. It makes me happy.
And that's what we remember we used to try to do that when we used to travel. That's why we used to travel deep in the Wagoneer,
Mm-hmm.
So sound, that's what it sounds. It sounds like you got that love back there. Hey, I'm gonna bring up a memory that stands out to me so much. It made me get the Wagoneer. That one trip we took to Houston in the Wrangler.
In the Jeep?
In the Jeep Wrangler. Remember when we got to the hotel?
Yeah, that was a long trip. We couldn't stretch out or nothing.
Yeah, and DB guys hung out with us. Remember we had Santi with us. He was driving in the boot. Remember?
Yep. That was a good weekend.
That was a great weekend. We won that weekend too, by the way. Yes, go ahead. Hey, go ahead, Mike.
All right, big time question right here. You just spoke of having 6 sophomores that have already been through the ringer, right? Now you're incoming freshmen. What are you as a player doing to show that I'm a freshman that's ready? I'm a freshman that is deserving of playing time. What are you doing to earn your keep and stand out?
Yep. I feel like defense is a big part they needed last year. So me coming here, it actually brings a lot of intensity to that standpoint of the game, because I love defense. So coach loves defense. So I think that's a good reason. And then I'm working on my range. So shooting from deeper, making teams actually making us spread, making them spread, making the defense collapse. And then my attack the rim game is, I say, it's pretty good. So that's already a good thing in my arsenal. So expanding my range is just worse for the defense.
Hey, I love it. I get it. I dig it. Good stuff.
All right. So you mentioned changing your game. I know you're not going to change your game too much, because again, that's what made you the player, and that's what made them like you, and pursue you. But what are you doing to make sure your game fits the Lawerence University system?
The system. I'm making sure I stay on the gun, on the shooting gun every day. I'm in there. We got 24 access to the facility, so I use it to my abilities. And then the weight room, I'm trying to get stronger every day. That's one thing that I feel really, really gonna help me, because my game is just it feel like it's so. If I just get stronger, it just expands by so much more. So yeah.
Go ahead, Mike. It's on you.
You're a couple of months into the season, a couple of months into the school year.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the biggest lessons that you've already learned in these first couple of months as a student and as an athlete?
One thing I can say, something coach say all the time: nothing good happens after midnight. Whatchamacallit. So being here at college, I had experienced, a few parties, and I get why he says that. And then another lesson I would say is like always have your teammates back, like, and always representing. So like we have a few officials like president, the athletic director, and like when we talk about things as a team, coach said, whatever we are, whatever we doing, if we ever see them, go out our way to like introduce ourselves to them. Well, not introduce them after we meet them, but like, talk to them, get a conversation with them. And I feel like that helps us because like at the end of the day, these are the people that's like, I don't know the words for it, but these are the people that's like your future. So like, always making conversations with them is great, I feel like, because you can always go to them for help.
That is so important. That's allowing you. That's like, remember I used to always tell you to go talk to Tim Littlefield and Jim Hicks and all those guys.
Yes,
Same thing.
yes, sir.
Those are the ones that are at one time in your life, you're going to fulfill their shoes. So you need to know them, and they need to know you. So that's good. That's good. I love your coach, man. I love your coach.
Yes, sir.
Give a shout out to your coach real quick. What's your coach?
Shout out Coach Corn. Shout out Coach Foster. Shout out Coach Jew. Shout out Coach Brad. Shout out Coach Sendell.
Okay, that's the crew that's making up the Lawerence University basketball coaching program up there. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right.
Yes, sir.
This is my last question. Then we're gonna go to something. But then Mike's has a question. He has the actual last question. But here's mine. What are your personal goals for the season, and how are you working to achieve them?
One of my goals of the season is have a solid rotation. Be solid in rotation. So like, I want to play every game. I want to eventually get a starting spot. I feel like I can if I just keep working, get stronger, like I said. And then what's your second question, Coach?
And I asked, how are you going to work on achieving them? Like, so getting stronger. How are you going to achieve that goal of getting stronger? I know you say you work out, but what are you putting there? Are you trying to bench press 250, or what are some of the ways you're trying to achieve some of those goals?
Well, I'm trying to create habits. So like in high school, yeah, we had weightlifting days, but it was only solidified days. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But here, I want to make it a everyday thing because I feel like I'm already lacking it. So me making it an everyday thing, tells my body I have to do it, and like I'm going to do it because this is what I came up here to do. So, yeah.
I love it. Go ahead, Mike.
Excellent. Young fellas, since we're talking, right, you're on another level. So, there's going to be people that's going to be watching this interview that can get some nuggets from this as well. You said that you eventually want to start, right? Now, let me ask you a question. Who is in control of you being a starter?
Me.
No, you're
I'm
not.
the only one. No. I think who is?
Your coach.
Okay.
That's something that's not in your control.
Okay.
But your goal to get there, right? You got to have a tree built with a whole bunch of branches of things that you are in control of that will help better your chances to ultimately achieve what you're wanting, and that's to get that starting spot, right? So making sure that you're staying consistent and proficient with your weights, making sure that you're staying consistent and proficient with getting shots up, making sure that you're staying ahead of the game with your classes, being a top-notch student athlete, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
then think about this, right? You said you want to start. Now, I don't know about you, but I know in my time, which was a long time ago, I wanted to be on the court when the game was on the line and it was finishing.
Coach can
I don't
depend
care.
on me.
Bingo. So make sure that you're doing everything, studying film session, knowing your opponents, knowing who you're going to be guarding, understanding their motors and what they're doing, knowing your opponents, the things that are going to stand out to the guy that actually controls that decision and the goal that you want of starting. So you stay on top of those things and make those your goal, the things that you can control, man, you have so much more of an opportunity to ultimately achieve what you're after, that starting and finishing and being on that court when the coach needs you and wants to trust you. Make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Now, my final question. being with everything that we just talked about, you obviously know the team. You built the camaraderie with these guys, already got the brotherhood established, right? You
Yes,
knew
sir.
what you were coming into when you went to this school. Where do you see yourself fitting into this team's future plans and in the future? And how are you going to fit into their plans? Where do you see it? And be honest.
Okay. I feel like I'm gonna fill that 3 and D wing type of role because, like I said, I can expand the floor with my shooting now. I've been on that gun literally every day, and then with my defense, like it's intensity. Like my intensity alone, my energy alone brings so much more to the game. It brings my team more out of my teammates, more out of my coaches. They just love it. So I feel like me just sticking to who I am, working on what I can work on. I'll fit in perfectly fine.
And I'm gonna tell you what, big guy. You keep mentioning this word called defense. You can defend. You can go get some rebounds, fundamentally box out, give up your body on the floor, taking charges, being a great teammate when you're on the bench. Those are those intangibles that, man, they sing volumes to coaches' ears. So stay on that right path. And, man, keep after it, man. Looking forward to seeing you having a successful freshman season, big guy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's what made him a staple for us. That's why he was one player that could play all 5 positions. I'm not exaggerating because I got him. I'm in front of him right now on a serious note. And he'll let you know if he can't guard a kid. He'll let you know, hey, coach, that's not me. Get James on those smaller, faster guards. But 1 to 5, I've seen him guard. I've seen him guard 5s to where those a kid that was ranked in the nation.
He
He was
just scored yesterday for LSU.
He did?
Yes,
Yeah,
touchdown.
Des, what was his last name?
Straight as green. He just
Straight as
scored yesterday.
green. I had to have our big step out for a little bit, get a breather, and I put Matai on him. Matai handled his own, man. He was nervous at first. I remember that. It was so funny. I was like, man, just play, man. You worrying about the wrong stuff. Coach, he ranked, And hey, man, and Matai got after him, man. He made him work. So again, defense is definitely something that he doesn't have to ever worry about. But hey, look, real quick, give us a fun fact about yourself, man. That no one knows. No one knows.
I don't even remember what I told you last podcast. Did I tell you that I'm related to Michelle Obama?
Yes, tried another one. We know that
I
already.
did? Okay.
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Give us something we don't know.
Okay. Something you don't know. I don't know. Only played 1 year of varsity basketball.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. He did. He got a nice little ride up there for Lawerence. So hey, man, he did his thing. That's why I'm so proud of that young man, man. He doing it all the right way too. He's not cheating. He's not cutting corners. Again, he's doing the right way. So that's what's up.
Hey,
what's up?
Hey, we tell you, I want to give you a couple of flowers right now because obviously being under you and playing for you, some of the values that you instilled have carried over. You know, a lot of times these kids don't believe what we're talking about. Obviously, whatever you did, it worked to where it was able to transition. And now he's over in the college world, not fighting barriers, not fighting monsters, but embracing everything and having success with it. So kudos to you, Vitaly.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you. But again, he had a great support system from his mom to his dad, and his family just allowed me to see something in that young man. And again, he is one of the only ones who really paid attention. And again, man, he's being very successful what he's doing. So, and it's not just playing basketball. It's definitely not just playing basketball. It's more to it. He's actually focusing and again, some things I can say I told you so on, but for the most part, he embraced it. He loved it. So again, I give it back to him because at the same time, it took him to listen to me, and sometimes we didn't always agree, but he focused, he locked in. So I'm glad that he went to a place that they loved on him and give him his due, his just due right now. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm good hearing everything great happen coming from that young man.
Hey, he was giving me chills and keeps talking about getting on the gun.
Yeah,
and that gun, man. My coach, rest in heaven, Larry Alexander, that was a machine that turned me into a scoring, certified All-American. That gun ain't no joke, is it?
No, sir. It helped my shooting tremendously. Like, I'm not gonna say I was like the worst shooter ever or nothing, but like working on it and then like actually like playing in it in the scrimmage, I can see my shot has actually got way better. So yeah.
So
What?
that's the machine that is going to increase your range beyond belief. And so, give you a little tip as you're working to be better. Before you shoot, make 100 or whatever, do like 25 push-ups. Kill your arms during your workouts because in a game, you're not going to have to do push-ups. You're not going to do stuff that's going to kill your arms. That's going to make it easier for you once you get to the game set. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Well, look, let's wrap it up, man. We're gonna because he got to get back, got a busy schedule. He fit us in there, so we're gonna end it with rapid fire. You want to do it, Mike, or you want me to get it?
Nah, this you, man. This all you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. I know you like football. And we're gonna I'm gonna throw a little baseball because it's going to the World Series. That's the only reason we're doing baseball. All right, here we go. This is tonight's game. The Bills versus the Jets. Who you got?
I got the Bills.
All right, that's a good choice. Good choice. Next week's games: the Eagles versus the Giants.
I got the Eagles.
That's a good one. And then we got the Lions versus the Vikings.
I got the Lions.
Okay, that's a good one.
That's gonna be a good game.
That is gonna be a good
Lions.
Game. All right. All right, going to baseball. The Dodgers versus the Mets.
I don't watch baseball that much. I'm gonna say the Dodgers.
That's a good choice. That's a good choice. They beat the crap out the Padres that last game. Right? And then the Yankees versus the Guardians. Where the Guardians used to be named who?
I got the Yankees.
Good choice. Good choice. All right. All right. All right. Going to food. Pizza or calzone?
Pizza. We had another funny fact. Last year for our team dinners, like we used to have like spaghetti or something like every time before the game. But like one day, I guess they didn't have spaghetti, and coach got us calzones, and I didn't like them. I didn't like them. Before a game, it was crazy.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cheeseburger or chili cheese dogs?
Cheeseburger.
All right. LeBron or Kobe?
Kobe.
All right. McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's for sure.
All right. Two-part wing question. Hot wings or barbecue?
Hot wings.
Drums or flats?
Flats.
Do you like the hot or cold?
Like what, hot or cold?
Yourself, as far as the weather.
Oh, I like the heat.
All right, the heat. And at this time, that's all the questions I have. And I thank you again for.
Thank you, Coach.
I want to sit down and talk with you, man. Keep us posted.
Yes, sir.
I will be out there. It's gonna be tough. I ain't gonna fib to you, man. I looked at how my travel got to be to get out there. Well, ooh wee. I gotta go to Green Bay first, I believe, and then get a rental car. But but you know what? I'm looking forward to it. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Mike.
Hey, young fella, understand that you ain't alone, man. There's gonna come a time that there's gonna be some tough days and tough nights out there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever hesitate to reach out back home. You're taken care of. You know that. Just understand that, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, keep working, keep grinding, man. Good luck.
Appreciate y'all.
Well, Mike, he's from Chicago, and it's only like, how far is Chicago from Lawerence?
It's like a 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah, he close to home, Mike. He close to home. That's why he be enjoying himself. So I ain't mad at him. But all right, man. Thanks again. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, you have a blessed one.
Buddy.
See you.
Just posting.